Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Joel Osebo, and today I want to introduce something powerful, the Wholeness Project. This has been a vision that has been in my heart for quite a long time, and I'm just so super excited, to be live today to share this with everyone and also share it with the world. So, quickly, what is the Wholeness Project going to be about? This is more than a program, is a journey toward becoming more whole mentally, relationally, spiritually, and within your family life. You and I can tell that today there's so much struggle and so much challenges that are going on in our world today. And the only thing that can keep us sane in such a time like this that we are living in, with all of the global struggles, the global challenges on a political space, economic space, when we don't gain some wholeness in our minds, then it's going to be very challenging and difficult for us to succeed. But before I go on with this amazing program that I'm just releasing to the world, is the question I want to ask is, are you truly whole? Are you truly whole when you take a good look at yourself? You look at your family structure. You look at your relationships today. You look at your mental wellness. You look at your finances. You look at your environment. Are you truly whole? Are people truly whole today? There's a lot of stress, there's a lot of pressure, there's anxiety, there's depression. People are going through different mood swings on a daily basis. So the question is, are we truly whole? And so the next question is going to be, how do we truly find wholeness in our life? How can we find wholeness in our life? That's what this program is going to be about. How you and I can find wholeness in every area of our lives. And also, quickly, you want to look at this when it comes to the reality of our lives, the way we define success and fulfillment. There are two different words. There are people who are successful today, but they don't find that they're not fulfilled. There are people in the world today, and you can equate success to fulfillment. And when we can equate success to fulfillment, it's going to it will cause a lot of disjoint to our wholeness. Also, you want to look at this closely when it comes to being busy. Does being busy means that we live in a balanced life? You and I can say, no, that's not real. Being busy doesn't mean that we're living a balanced life. No, being busy sometimes can cause a lot of dysfunction to us and to our body, to our relationship, our families, our mental health, our businesses, and everything that we do. Also, you want to look at this closely. Does being connected equated to being whole? Many of us can be connected, but those connections are not bringing us wholeness. You might be in a toxic relationship, you might be in a toxic job. You can say that is bringing you wholeness. No, it's not bringing you wholeness. And so the goal of the Wholeness Project is how to practically define success in a way that you can find fulfillment in your success. Your being busy can be balanced, and also being connected, you can be made whole. But what is the problem? I want us to quickly look at the problems. Look at it today. Many people today are successful on the outside, but broken on the inside. That's the reality. You look at, we can have strong career. People can have very successful career, but they can be struggling mentally. You can also have people who are actively social, but they can be disconnected relationally. People can have a very busy life, but can be empty spiritually. So the truth is this: we've learned how to grow in parts, but not as a whole person. Friends and family, that is what this is all about. How we can help you grow, not just in one aspect of your life, how you can have the 360-degree growth in every area of your life. So people are stressed mentally, people are stressed. There's a lot of relationships struggles, and a big challenge that we experience in our world today is there's a lot of spiritual emptiness. Now, I'm not talking about whether you practice a specific kind of religion. So whatever your faith is, whatever you base your spirituality, your worldview on, the question is, do you feel whole? Are you whole? and you hold the spirituality that you're practicing, is it bringing wholeness to you? That is what the Wholeness Project is all about. That is what the Wholeness Project is going to help as many of us that are going to be connected to these, to understand that you can be whole, you can be made whole. So I want to ask this question quickly. If you're online, you're watching on Facebook, you're watching on YouTube, and or maybe you're watching on Instagram, I want you to put on the chat what you think the word wholeness mean. What is the definition of wholeness? And quickly, what it means for me is this: wholeness means alignment. It means spiritually you're aligned, socially you are aligned, emotionally you are not aligned, relationally you are aligned. Just in your 360 dimensions you are aligned. So to be whole means who you are inside matches how you live outside. There's a lot of disintegration with the way we are inside and with the way we are outside, whether it's literally being in your home or you're hanging out with friends and families. When we talk about wholeness, we are talking about your relationships are healthy. I'm not saying there's not going to be friction. I'm not saying there's not going to be conflict. I'm not saying there's not going to be struggles and challenges. All of those things are going to be there. But you can still have a healthy relationship in spite of the conflict, and also the differences. It's about your mind being stable. When we talk about wholeness, there will always be troubles. There will always be challenges. There will always be issues out there. But having a stable mind gives you the grace and it gives you the strength to be able to deal with all of the noise that are outside. Then also to be whole means your spirit is grounded. So, whatever your spirituality is, however you feel spirituality, the goal is your spirituality is grounded and your spirituality is helping you to kind of overcome all of the struggles and challenges in other areas of your life. Friends and family, that is what Wholeness Project is all about. And I want you to hook onto this because for so many days and so many years and ahead of us, this is a lifetime project to bring you wholeness, to bring you wholeness in your family, wholeness in your relationships, wholeness in your mental health, wholeness in your spirituality, so that the challenges that are going on in our world today, you can be able to overcome them and be able to deal with them. And so I'm going to move on quickly now to the four pillars. That's what I call the four pillars of wholeness, which is going to be driving our conversations and everything we're going to be talking on this wholeness project. The four pillars of the wholeness project: one is family. Your family matters. Your family is your foundation. I know many of us may have grown up from a dysfunctional family. I tell you, I know what it means when you are from a dysfunctional family, when you miss the opportunity to be securely attached at a very early age. I've seen families and friends, I've seen people in counseling sessions, in my coaching sessions, who are pained and struggling because the foundation in their family, there was no effect, there was no secure attachment. Many have grown to have avoidant attachment. So many are preoccupied, and so many have fearful approaches to attaching with people. And that's why we're going to be looking at our family dynamics and how we can rebuild, how we can heal those wounds, those hurts in our family. If it's broken, everything else feel unstable. So that's why many adults today, yes, we have grown up, many are married, have their children, have successful businesses, but I'll tell you, deep down within their heart, because there was a fracture in their family foundations, they are stressed out. So one of the strong pillars we are going to be focusing on in discussing on the Wholeness Project is the issues in our families and how we can bring healing and restoration. Then the second pillar we'll be looking at in the Wholeness Project is relationships. Why? Because how you connect with others determines your quality of life. So I'm not just talking about platonic relationship or talking about marital relationship. I'm talking about your relationship, having a healthy relationship with other people, because our relationship matters. They pull us up or they bring us down. We want to be able on the Wholeness Project. The goal is to discuss and explore all frontiers of human relationship, how we can manage them, how we can deal with them, and how they can become a source of pulling us up instead of pulling us down. Then Then the third area, the fourth pillar for us as we go through, the wholeness project will be, we're going to be looking at mental health. Mental health is very critical today. Your thoughts shapes your reality. What you are thinking, your thoughts are becoming the reality of your life. If your mind is not healthy, nothing else works. And this is true. Your mind matters. Your mind matters. The state of your mind matters. The state of your heart truly matters. And the Wholeness Project is going to help you and I build a healthy mindset that can help us succeed in every area of our life. And also, lastly, we are going to be looking at spirituality. Why? Because spirituality anchors your life, it anchors everything that you do. It tells who you are. Your spirituality grounds you. Your spirituality is something you fall back on. So when all human cases, when all human issues fail, where you base your faith, where you build your spirituality, helps you deal with them. Whether you're dealing with pains, you're dealing with losses, you're dealing with a grief situation, you're dealing with a heartbreak situation, you're dealing with the loss of job, you're recovering from crisis, or there's a family disintegration. What helps us to grow, what helps us to deal with these issues of life a lot of the time is our spirituality. And that's what we are going to be looking at, what we're going to be talking about in the Wholeness Project. But just quickly, as we mentioned earlier, your family is the foundation of your identity. That's why for us is a big deal in this Wholeness Project. There's so many families right now that are they're just going through a lot of suffering. But through this Wholeness Project, we want to be able to share some strategies, some skills, some interventions that are going to help you, practical interventions, not just things from the blues, but things you can make use of on a daily basis, to help you recover from the hurt, from the healing in your family. And also, your family is a source of stability. Why this is important today is there is so much noise going on in our family. There is so much context and concept that people are building up regarding their families. A lot of kids don't want to go back home. There's hurt. There's a lot of divorce going on in families. There's a lot of pain going on in family. I know one thing, that through this Wholeness Project, we will be sharing great strategies and great interventions that's going to help families heal, because family is a source of stability, because families will accept you for who you are. Families knows your errors, they know your shortcomings, they know your failings. But through the Wholeness Project, we're going to be sharing lots of tips that will help your family become whole. And also about relationship, which is the second pillar of the Wholeness Project, is knowing that connection equals the quality of life. The people that are in your life, they matter. Are you going to stumble on people who are going to be toxic? Are you going to stumble on people who are going to be very deconstructive? Are you going to stumble into people who will not be super excited to have you in their space? The answer is yes. But you know what? Through the Wholeness Project and all the information we're going to be sharing with you all here, you're going to be able to build healthy connection with your relationship. Then also, we also know that healthy versus toxic patterns. We're going to be identifying what are those healthy patterns and what are those toxic patterns that we need to be mindful of when it comes to our relationship. And also, when it comes to our mental health, we want to look at thought. We're going to be exploring your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions, because your thoughts, impact your emotions, and your emotion influences your actions. These three things, they are going to be things we're going to be very mindful of, with a lot of practical tips that you and I can continue to use every day to manage our thoughts, our emotions, and also our actions. Then also, part of mental health, the goal is to give us inner clarity, because when you have inner clarity, in spite of the pressures and the challenges going on in life, you are able to overcome and to deal with the issues of life. So mental health is the third pillar of the Wholeness Project. Then the fourth pillar of the Wholeness Project is to look at spirituality, because a lot of people today, I mean, people don't know their purpose. People are just, because people are moved by the news. People are driven by so many things going on in their lives. But with spiritual fun and spirit, with your spirituality, which is the fourth pillar of this program, will be for you to create purpose, to create your identity and meaning. A lot of the times we're going to experience losses, we're going to experience pains, we're going to experience disappointment, we're going to experience failure. But what is the purpose of all of these things? How does the pains, the struggles, the challenges that I go through, how do they frame my identity? And how do I make meaning? How do I make meaning? How do I go through the process of pain? Can I be real with my emotions? Can I be truly be real with my emotions? The answer is through this platform. Yes, we're going to encourage you. We want you to be real with your emotions, but also going to provide those strategies, those interventions, the strategies, the interventions, and the techniques that will help you ground your spirituality, so that you can find purpose, you can find identity and meaning through all of the things that you are dealing with. And so, just a quick recap, because this is just me introducing the Wholeness Project to the world. What is it going to be about? How is it going to be? The goal is it's going to be a weekly live sessions. And so gradually we're going to move from just being weekly live sessions to perhaps every other day in the week as the demand grows. The goal is this is going to be a weekly live sessions that we're going to be talking about different issues that cut across the four pillars of the Wholeness Project, which is family, which is spirituality, relationship, and mental health. This is going to be the coverage of the Wholeness Project. So it's going to be a weekly live session. We'll be talking about family related issues, family relationships. We'll be talking about relationships, marriage, courtship, premarital, all of those good stuff that makes our relationship healthy. We'll be talking about mental health, and also we'll be talking about spirituality, fusing it into how you can be grounded in dealing with a lot of life issues. Then it's going to be real conversations. Oh, trust me about this. It's going to be real conversations, just talking about how this affects us at intellectual level, emotional level, mental level, and spiritual level, with live lessons. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a great program. You don't want to miss it. Yes, we're going to have replay of the program, but if you can join the live so that you can send in your live questions, we can take your live questions and we can answer them, providing real-time tested practical interventions from a coaching platform, from a clinical platform that will help you get better. Then also the Wholeness Project is going to help you grow. Practical growth, how you can grow through pains. I know we don't love pain. I don't love pains, honestly. I don't love hurt. I don't love the drama that come with all of that. But I've discovered one thing: the growth in life comes from pain. So this program is going to be helping us a lot of the time how we can grow from a place of pain, from a place of hurt, from a place of disappointment, from a place of failure, from a place of struggle, from a place of challenges. That is what the Wholeness Project is going to be about. And so as I bring this to a close, because this is just the introduction, the Wholeness Project is going to be about 30 minutes to 45 minutes as we take on it on a weekly basis. But one thing, know this: you have an opportunity, to have a direct relationship with me. If you want to contact me, no doubt great resources and amazing resources are going to be shared on this platform for you, that will help you get better, that will help you grow, that will help you do everything that you want to do. But also, if you want one-on-one coaching, you want to reach out, you want to talk about issues about your relationships, about your marriage, about your mental health, about your family, about your spirituality, no matter what faith you believe in, we're going to view things from your faith perspective, from your spirituality, how you view the world. We're going to see how that impacts your growth, your development to being a quality and healthy human being that we all desire in our world. So you can get more information on my website, www.joelosebo.com. That's where you're going to get a lot of information about me. But if you want to place a call, you can call 443-949-9815. If you're calling out of the United States, you're going to put +1 into in front of the number. And but also, if you're good and comfortable with sending email, you can send email to joel.osebo at fragranceofgrace.org. I'm here as your friend to support your wholeness. I'm here to support your family. I'm here to support your relationships. I'm here to support your mental wholeness. I'm here to support your growth spiritually, because we can do this. We can be healthy. We can do great things together. And so I want to invite you, everyone. Every week we're going to be here. Every Monday we're going to be here streaming live, just talking about this four pillar of the Wholeness Project. Again, family. We'll be talking about family. We'll be talking about relationships. We'll be talking about mental health. We'll be talking about spirituality. All of these, they are targeted to helping you be a wholesome person, for you to be whole, to regain wholeness, and to have renewed focus in everything that you do. So start your journey of wholeness today with me. Give me a call or send an email, and I'll be glad to work with you. I want to thank you for joining us, especially us many that have joined in this is the first launch of the Wholeness Project. Thank you very much. Whether you're on Facebook, you're on YouTube, you're on Instagram, all in my name, Joel Osebo. When you get to Facebook, Joel Osebo. On YouTube, Joel Osebo. On Instagram, Joel Osebo. And we're also going to post this in our TikTok, Joel Osebo, so that we can get a lot of people whole. The tension is real. The struggle is real. The challenge is real. But when we work together in wholeness, we can bring this to everyone. And also want to encourage you, please share with your friends, share with everyone out there, share this video with them. And we're going to make sure it comes out in replay format sometime in the week. Also share with people, let them know that wholeness is possible when we work together. This is your friend again, Joel Osebo, the author of the Wholeness Project. Bye for now.